about your Milan, Italy trip?
Okay, so anyway, all right, so I was at the Holiday Inn in Milan. It was great. It was a great hotel, nice little bar in there. They didn't serve food after a certain time, but that's what happens when you're in Europe. You have to, just deal with that. So the next day, I flew from Milan to Naples, and then I got in the limo. And when I got to my aunt's address, she came out to meet the limo because I told her ahead of time. And she stared at me because she hadn't seen me in 33 years. And she said, "Are you sure you're my sister's son?" And I started to tell her about all the old days and everything. And then she knew I was legit. Because before I thought maybe she thought I was Donald Trump trying to disguise myself and as an Italian or
So
something.
now
I don't know.
back then you were already like speaking Italian?
Well, yeah, well, the dialect from Napolitan, yeah, from Sicily, not the proper Italian.
Can you say something?
Stasera ci andiamo vicino alla mare per una passeggiata e dopo ci facciamo l'amore.
Wow, and that will be what?
We're going to take a stroll along the beach later, and then we're going to make love.
Nice.
Okay? So anyway, after she knew that I was the authentic, whatever, I mean, I had pictures too, in my luggage too. So she knew I was, but she kept staring at me like I was Jimmy Hoffa or Lawrence Welk, I don't know, whichever one. But after she realized who I was, but you have to remember, I was 15 at the time, and I had blonde hair, and I was skinny. Now all of a sudden I'm bald, and I look like I belong on some cop show in New York City.
So tell me a little bit about the food. How do you like the food?
Oh, the food was fabulous. I mean, even my mom, before she passed away, when she went to Italy a couple years before me, before she got sick, she told them, you never tell them that you're full or you had too much because it's an insult. So what you do is say after the first plate of pasta and they give you a second one and you tell them it was good and then they give you a second one, you tell them that your doctor said that you can't eat too much with the medication you're on, and then they forgive you and then everything's fine and whatever. But never tell them that you're full or whatever because they take that as an insult. So I had a good time. They showed me around. I was there for a week. They showed me Pompeii, the ruins of Pompeii and everything. And I got a chance secretly to go with one of my cousins to some of the gay bars. And, oh yeah, okay. Do I want to go back to Italy? Hell yes, okay, in the future, yeah.
Now,
but I had to behave myself because I was with my family, so I had to behave myself.
Now, going a little bit on this trip, do you happen to have a bad memory?
Do I have a what?
Bad memory.
Bad memory?
Mm-hmm.
No, I had to behave myself while I was there. I drank a lot of wine, but I was never in a blackout, thank you Jesus, okay? Because then I probably would have been deported right away. But no, I behaved myself. I drank a lot of wine. Very seldom my relatives stopped at one of these quickie bars that they have for espresso or rum and coke or whatever, but it's like a stand-up bar. It's like you're going to the gas station or something. So, and then I would order a rum and coke and then another rum and coke. And then we were on our way. And I went all over Sorrento, and then the next day we took the ferry boat and we went to Capri, which is beautiful, the Blue Lagoon, and they called it the Grotto. But it was beautiful. It was not, I mean, if you win the lotto, think about moving to Capri, okay? And especially in the summertime, it's wonderful. And that was it. I enjoyed it. I spent 2 weeks there. I had a good time, and I couldn't ask for better. Yeah.
So this will be your trip number 3 or 4 or 5 or to Italy, or?
Yeah,
I believe you used to live there, right?
Yeah, when I was younger, after my mother adopted me, it was funny. I mean, on my mother's side, they all loved me and everything, and she would take me on the stroller down to the beach, and then they'd say, "Oh, that's a nice, wonderful baby. I bet the parents are proud." And she said, "Excuse me, I am the parent." because they thought she was dark skinned, so they thought that she was the housekeeper or the nanny or whatever. But you know. So anyway, it's nothing but good memories.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome.
And
Okay.
I see you next time.
And go Milan. The next time you go from Milan to Naples, go on the bullet train. They have a bullet train there, and you'll get there in 2.5 hours versus going to the airport from Milan to Naples. You can go on the bullet train, and it costs half the fare.
Okay, well, ciao.
Ciao. Arrivederci.
That's a good one.
Okay. Well, that's it, honey.